What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 65 of the Average AF podcast. I am here with a candy addict, Mr. Ryan Baker.
I can't help it. I blame Kroger.
Yeah, that was an insane
I blame
deal.
Kroger, my mom, and Danielle.
Just, you can't take ownership for anything.
Not for that one.
I mean, you came in here like a fiend, man.
I came in here willing to share.
I guess, but...
Yes.
I mean, you did share, but that's because you had 500 pieces in a bag. And that's in your truck bag.
That I was packed to bring over here. I packed it specifically right before I left.
You're such a nice guy.
Yep. For the simple fact, too, I want to get some of it out of my house because I bought way too damn much.
You definitely bought a fuck ton.
Way too much. 50% off.
It's
you got to
still
clip
too
the
expensive.
coupon.
Yeah. I'm trying not to cuss in the first 5 minutes because of YouTube, but I already fucked that up, so fuck.
Whoops.
I do want to mention, too, we are joined today by somebody that you can't see.
Woo! We're joined by a ghost.
Mr. Justin Smith.
Yo.
Thank you, Justin, for being here.
How you going to do him like that?
I know, I fucked up.
It's all right. It's all right. Hey, guys.
Now we hear you.
Yes. Justin's going to be with us just to kind of shoot some behind-the-scenes stuff. Maybe be like a producer if I can con him into it.
Right.
Probably without pay because I'm broke.
It's all right. I already made him do it.
Yeah. So, but yeah, we're actually going to get some help on the podcast now. So if you hear a random voice that's real sexy but you can't see it, it's Mr. Justin Smith.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So thank you for joining us, man.
No problem.
We appreciate it.
Yes.
Love to be here.
Yes, it's definitely gonna help us. I do want to mention though, I think something happened yesterday. Something crazy happened.
I think you might have to be a little bit more specific.
So there's two things.
Yeah.
Only two.
Only two things happened on Saturday, October the 17th.
The 17th. So I do want to recap the ass crack story because I think you were a recipient.
I was a recipient of that snap.
Yes. Did you see my post on Facebook about it?
Yes.
It was glorious. Basically,
sound on.
Just to let people know if you're not like my friend on Facebook or whatever. I was at Walmart.
Which you should be ashamed of yourself if you're not.
Yeah, I mean, I guess whatever. Just follow the podcast. Don't follow me. But I was at Walmart. There was no other way to describe it, giant black man in front of me. And we're at the tire and lube section, and he's leaning on the counter, right? This man is probably 6'4", at least. I would say pushing 450 to 500 pounds.
Jeez.
Big guy.
That is a big fella.
Whole ass crack, all out in Walmart.
That's a huge bitch.
Yeah. He was in gray sweatpants for the ladies as
Absolutely.
well.
You
but
gotta have the sweats on.
What I did naturally, just because I'm a great friend, I snapped a picture to send to all my friends because that's what I do. That's the humor I like. Now,
apparently you're an amateur snapper.
Amateur and also don't care. So, because what ended up happening is I took the picture and my phone volume is only all the way up. So it just went, it did the camera sound extremely loud right behind him. And I'm like this. And he turns around and I just start laughing so fucking hard because it is what it is. I got caught. He didn't say anything. I didn't say anything.
Except laughed.
Yeah, but he definitely knew what was going on.
I mean, I feel like you got to almost kind of expect it.
Right. Now, the other thing that happened, though, aside from that, is generally speaking, usually our episodes will get between 75, maybe 100 plays for the week, give or take. And that's between all audio and YouTube. Now, yesterday, which was Saturday, at like 8 or 9 a.m. when I woke up.
Mhm.
The episode was at about 70, which is about standard. It's a
Okay.
little more than normal, but I'm like, all right, that's doing pretty good. Throughout Saturday, the YouTube number just kept climbing.
Really?
Yeah, and I don't know why, but we're up to
It's because of us.
we're up to like 170 plays total.
What you mean you don't know why?
But-
People like us.
But I don't know where it came from. I didn't like promote any extra. I didn't. And our YouTube views is at like 135, and the audio's at 40, and it was only YouTube going up. Though.
You know what it is?
Hmm.
How long ago did we switch it to true crime?
A while ago.
Roll with me on this
but-
one. Hold
okay.
on, roll with me.
Okay.
How long ago?
Probably about a month ago, I would guess.
Oh, so about 4 weeks, right?
Yeah.
Now, you said usually the average amount of episodes that those true crime podcasts have are about, what, 4 or 5?
Yeah.
So maybe they were already on episode 1 of their true crime podcast, and then they finished it Saturday or Friday evening. And Saturday, they were like, you know what? I need a new true crime podcast. They said, shit, average as fuck.
Right.
I'm trying that one.
So,
Boom, increase.
Can I deflate your theory?
You can try.
Okay, so it's gonna do it. We are only true crime on audio platforms.
Oh, that's some bullshit.
On YouTube, there's no true crime option.
Obviously, you can tell who does not do any of the producing.
So we are just
In this
entertainment on YouTube. But I like
Dang it.
I like the theory. You
That was
tried.
a good one.
You tried. I appreciate it. But
And thank you for deflating it, not just shutting it down.
yeah, I just kind of eased it
Yeah.
in there,
Yeah. You
actually
still put it at 0 PSI, but
oh,
straight.
okay, all right. Baker's taking shots that you guys don't even know about. All right. That was an expensive ass shot, man. But I wanted to ask you actually before we get into the episode. We actually have some more quirks that we want to go over because
wait, time out. Did you say before we get into the episode?
yeah, but I'm telling them what's going into the episode, and then I'm gonna go into what we're doing before we do that.
Oh, I thought we were on the episode.
Fuck this guy. No, we're not in the episode yet.
We're not?
No,
What is this?
nothing.
What is this?
I don't know. Yeah. If you got to take a pee break or something, you can. You can.
I'm gone.
But
Episode hasn't
I'll
even
jump
started.
in. Don't
Right.
worry.
Before we get into the episode of more quirks and stuff, I wanted to ask you because
The specifics of the episode.
I never really got your feedback. When we had the Teach a Dummy guys on, that was the first episode where you were a host and had guests on.
Mhm.
You've been on our podcast with me and Steve, obviously, so there's been 3 people,
Yeah.
but you weren't a host before. So how do you think your first episode went, as a host with guests?
I feel like that one went smooth.
It did go very smooth,
But
yeah.
I think it helped because they're on a podcast.
Okay.
So I think that had a lot to do with it.
Yeah.
So I think with if we were to have a guest that wasn't particularly on a podcast,
Mm-hmm.
like for instance when I came on the podcast as a guest, if we had somebody like that,
Right.
then I might be different.
Right.
But
Well, I will say I believe the next 2 weeks we have guests lined up.
that's what I'm talking about.
Next week is pretty confirmed, and the week after that, they said they would do it, but they kind of said it like in passing, so I haven't really fully confirmed quite yet, but I'm
I
pretty
gotcha.
sure. So we should have guests on in the next 2 weeks.
Let's do it.
Yeah, so get your shit together is
Always
basically
is.
all I'm saying.
Whatever.
But whoa. I wanted to check because last week one of your quirks was making the bed and all that kind of stuff.
Dude.
Now Monday comes, and I challenged Baker. I think I did it on the episode,
You did
right?
do it on the episode.
I challenged you to leave your shit unmade for Monday. And let me read the text that this man sends me Monday. This is Monday at 10:44 a.m.
It was that early?
Yeah, so it's pretty early because you work second
early.
shift.
Mm-hmm.
And he just says, I just cringed at my bed, FYI. So, the listeners got to know, did you follow through with not making your bed
no,
on Monday?
I didn't. I cringed. And you wanted to see my reaction. You got my reaction.
But you still did it.
Of course I still did it.
Man.
I did it after the fact, though.
It took you woke up and did it.
No, I didn't wake up. No, because
you did it in your sleep?
No, I was up because my son has to go to school in the morning.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm up early.
What time?
Usually get up. He's got to be at school at 9.
I believe the challenge was all day, though.
It was definitely all day. But I told you when I have downtime, and so I had downtime.
It was
the time
just a
in
simple
between.
challenge, man.
It was, and I failed. Okay, I hate it. I hate it.
What time do you go into work? Or what time do you leave your house?
If I have to drop my kids off, 12:30. If not, 1.
Okay. So you couldn't have lasted another 2 hours.
No.
Just go downstairs, try to ignore it, and then go to
couldn't.
work.
I couldn't.
Man,
I know.
you're such a failure. I don't know if you know that.
I try not
But I'm
to
telling you now.
be, but I
So,
am.
I
I know. I admit it. I couldn't do it. I couldn't
That's
do it.
so funny, though.
It was tough. I hate it.
Did you? So you cringed, but did you fight the urge after that, or did
I
you
did.
just
I
say,
even hopped in the shower. I walked past my room. I walked in there to grab some stuff to wear after my shower, right? And I cringed. I walked in there. I said, "Oh, Jesus." I walked away. I walked into the shower, walked into the bathroom, took a shower, and I came out and I said, I can't do this.
right?
So I got dressed and I went in there and made the bed
Oh,
right
man.
after my shower. I couldn't do it.
So it was what? It was like 11.
It was probably like 11, 15. Well, no. It was right before I went and got my son. So like at 11.
Okay. So you did it right after you texted me.
Yeah. I told you I just walked out and cringed.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean you walked back in and did it.
Well, I
I thought you were successful.
Sorry.
God.
You thought wrong.
I did think wrong. I did. And that is my mistake to have any faith in you.
Shut me down.
Sorry. That's a little harsh.
Shut me down. Now I'm going to go home and cry.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Cry here.
What's that?
Just cry here. It's okay. Cry on camera.
Cry on camera, please. Please. Can you do it?
No.
Can you do it for
No.
us, please?
If I
Just
give
cry a little.
if I give my daughter a cheese ball, if I eat that cheese ball my daughter did,
That's hilarious.
dude, I thought I was gonna die, bro.
Was she gonna attack you?
Yeah.
So
She
tell the
said-
people what you did, and tell them the way that you told us, not the correct way. Tell them the way you told us. Go ahead. What happened? Was that yesterday or today?
It was Friday night.
Tell us what happened Friday night in the incorrect order, the way you told myself and Mr. Justin.
Did I start off by telling you what I gave her?
Yeah, you did.
That I just gave her the hottest cheese ball,
Yeah, which was what?
California or a Carolina Reaper.
Yeah, so you give your daughter Carolina Reaper cheese ball, and we're like, oh, me and Justin collectively, we're like, oh, well, this man's an asshole. That's why he bought all the candy, I'm sure, trying to make up for it. Now,
No, she knew what it was.
Now-
I sent her a picture.
okay,
She knew what it was. I sent her a picture. She didn't pay attention to it, obviously.
but then tell them what you told us after that.
That she likes hot stuff.
Yeah, that she likes hot stuff and she
But
loves
she's never
it.
had anything this hot. She's
Right.
never had anything this hot.
I get that, but what I told you earlier is lead with
Lead
that.
with the stuff that yes.
She loves it before you lead with the
I'm
torture.
learning.
Because we went on a roller coaster, me and Justin.
Yes.
Thinking you were a complete asshole.
Yeah.
You know.
So she likes hot stuff.
Okay.
She loves Takis. The purple bag
Right.
Takis, the
Right.
Fugo or whatever the hell they're called. Fuego. Those ones, she loves them. Like anytime that we're out somewhere, she asks for them. Bad news is, found out that AutoZone right across the street from me sells freaking Takis. The
Damn.
Fugo Takis.
Fuego means fire
Fuego.
in Spanish.
Does it?
Yes.
Well, What's Takis mean?
Hot.
In Spanish?
Sure.
Oh.
That's wrong.
You're so full of shit.
I don't know if it means anything.
And then we've gotten her like jalapeno chips. My dad's had her try like all these different jalapeno things and everything like that. So I'm like, screw it. Let me get her this
Oh. What's up?
So you go straight to Reaper?
yes. I've never seen her eat something
what the
hot.
fuck?
That's a valid point.
How the fuck do you go from jalapeno to Reaper?
That's all I had.
Okay, that's all I got.
I didn't have anything in between.
Thanks, Justin.
I didn't have anything in between. So it was given to me. I didn't take it. First and foremost, I didn't even try it.
Oh my god.
They didn't even know this.
Yeah, I didn't know that part.
I didn't
figured
even
you
try
had the
it.
decency to figure what you're gonna put your 11-year-old daughter through.
Yeah.
Who's maybe 70 pounds.
Yeah. So here's how this all
Tiny.
starts. Okay. So at work, I thought my previous job was bad, right? When we'd mess with people, right? No, like management at my current job, like I don't mess around with them because karma. I don't want their karma.
Yeah.
I don't want it. We've had glitter bombs. We've had the air horns on the bottom of your seats. We've had hot stuff just given to you. It's been bad. So we've tried like the world's hottest chocolate. They had the world's hottest gummy bear.
Mm-hmm.
And then one of my buddies got some hot Cheeseballs. So I tried the chocolate the one time, hotter than shit. Didn't try the gummy bear, thank God. Wouldn't do it because I wouldn't want to like chew the hotness.
Right.
And then I tried the bomb hot sauce.
Right.
It lit my mouth up.
They do that one on Hot Ones, right? Yeah.
Like it lit my mouth up. And when I checked it, it was like 136,000 chew or whatever the hell that is, the skull units.
Yeah. Scoville units.
Yeah, that thing. So this Carolina Reaper cheese ball.
Isn't that like 1 million or something?
Dude, try 2.2 million chew.
Jesus.
So I tell my daughter, I said, listen, you got to try this. I'm not trying it. I said, you got to try it. I'll give you $20.
Oh, God. I would do it for $20.
$20. I throw 20 out. Like, literally just throw the 20 out on the table. I said, I'll give you $20 if you take this.
You should be like, you know how many Takis you can get with this $20?
Yeah, I didn't even say that. So I put the 20 out on the table, and I said, you got to try it. She's like, no, I don't want to. I said, all right. So I take the 20 back. She says, all right, I'll try it.
Right.
So I'm getting it out of this bag because there's two of them, right? I wanted to get one for my dad and one for her. Again,
None
one
for yourself.
Hell no, not for me.
None for yourself.
Not for me. So I'm taking it out of the bag. She's like, why don't you just grab it? I said, I'm not touching this with my bare hands. So then she looks at me and she's like, what do you mean you're not touching it with your bare hands? I said, this is hot. I said, this is hot. So I dump it out and I put it into her hand. I said, now listen, with your hand, I said, do not touch your face whatsoever. And I'm trying to warn her about all of this stuff, thinking that, oh my God, I've never had somebody warn me this much about eating anything. I'm not going to do this.
Right.
No, she puts it in her mouth and literally just starts eating the whole thing. I said, now to get your $20, you got to eat the whole thing.
How big is this cheese ball?
It's literally like a cheese ball.
Like in the tin foil?
Like probably like that, like a regular size.
Like a quarter size, but thicker?
Yeah. So like a decent sized cheese ball.
Hopefully nobody calls CPS.
No. So she starts chewing it. Chews the whole thing. Bless her little heart.
You showed her the warning.
Yeah. Well, bless her little heart too.
That just sounds painful.
She's got braces too. I forgot to mention that.
Oh my God, so it got stuck in her teeth and everything.
Oh, I did.
Oh God.
So she's chewing it, and I'm dying on the inside because she looks at me and goes, "It's not that hot, Dad." I go,
Give it a second.
but she's still chewing it.
Oh, gotcha.
Hasn't been swallowed yet.
Oh, Jesus.
So she swallows it, and as soon as she swallows it in that first, like, exhale after she swallowed it, she goes, and she's like, I can't feel my mouth.
Oh my God. And you got to think too, an 11-year-old little girl is already just dramatic. Like, I've obviously been over there and, like, you know, she's been pretty dramatic in an 11-year-old way, naturally.
Yes.
So with this, and
It was bad.
it's something to get that type of reaction on top of the 11-year-old dramatic side.
She damn near drank a half a gallon of milk.
Yeah, I believe it.
Like, she was drinking glass after glass after glass.
I believe it.
Yeah, it was bad.
Oh my God.
So then I was forced to eat half of one.
Okay, and how'd that go?
That shit was hot.
Oh my God.
Definitely not as hot as what she went through, but I also watched her and learned from her.
You gotta swallow it fast. You can't chew it up as much.
I chewed it just so I could get the effect, right? I chewed it on one side though, and I chewed it like 3 times and swallowed that shit.
Right.
And it was hot. Like, don't get me wrong, it was hot, but when I watched her do it,
she did it all around.
She chewed it like you would normally eat something.
Right.
And that shit got all over. Like, no, chewed it 3 times over here, swallowed it, and drank a big old glass of milk because it was still hot. Definitely not as hot as her, but it was hot.
Yeah, you don't do that to an 11-year-old, man. You don't do that to a person in general.
She's a champ.
Clearly.
She's a champ.
She's got more balls than you. If she had the whole thing.
Yeah, the whole thing.
Jesus. Well,
the whole thing. And I wouldn't have done the whole thing. I'm a puss.
Right.
Like I said, though, that shit that I did was 136,000, and it was hot as hell. Like, my whole mouth burnt. Like, and it coated the whole entire thing.
So you gave her, what, 20 times that?
At least. I'm horrible, I know.
You are.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for that.
I got her Starbucks, though.
And $20? She took the 20?
$20 in Starbucks on Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good trade.
Yeah, I'm a good dad.
Oh, debatable. But
it was fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna give that to my 2-year-old and see how it works.
I tried to give it to Caden. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I really didn't try. That shit was
man.
bad.
All right. Well, we're gonna move on past things that can get Baker arrested.
I might have to take a leave of absence next week.
Right.
I won't be here.
So like I said, we're gonna review more quirks and stuff like we did last week, because I had one that I didn't mention that's kind of interesting. Like, it's not anything crazy, but I don't know of anybody else that has this little weird thing.
Okay.
And we got a couple more sent in by Jackie and Emily from the Greener Grass podcast.
Nice.
And then our friend Kara sent one in. And then turns out I posted about this last week when
it's my caramel apple pop.
Yeah, you're an addict. Last week when we were going to do this for the last episode, I posted it on Facebook. Turns out I didn't read any of the responses from Facebook last week. So
That's a fail.
I'm a failure.
You are a failure.
That's rude. I guess that's probably payback.
You're a failure in that aspect.
Okay. All right. I'll take that because I take ownership.
Even though you keep calling me fat and an addict.
I never called you fat. I have no room to call you fat.
Right.
Mainly because this room's so small. But
well played. That one took me a second. God, you're a dad now.
Yeah, it's true.
You are a dad. Welcome aboard.
We're gonna cut that out. It's not even gonna be in the real episode.
Nope.
No, we don't edit shit.
Nope.
It's a problem. So we'll start with you though. Did you actually have any quirks that came to mind after we recorded that?
No, I'm not going over any of my quirks ever again because you want to call me out on them and make me try to go insane and shit.
That's the fun of it.
No, that was a very dramatic response. But no, I really don't know if I have any other quirks. Like,
okay. Quirks? Like wine bottle?
Quirks.
You struggling?
No, I moved it for a second, but I feel it.
Yeah, you struggling, bro.
Found it.
Cool.
I didn't. Shut up.
So you didn't think of anything else that we didn't cover on the episode for you?
Not that I can think of, huh?
Okay.
No.
For me, This one, like, it's not anything wild, but like, I hate the texture and the smell, the feel, and all that of hand sanitizer.
Of any hand sanitizer?
Yeah, it'll actually make me gag.
No shit.
Yeah. I understand the importance of it, and I know why everybody loves it, and, you know, all that kind of stuff, but, like...
what about, like, the Bath and Body ones?
I don't know.
That smells super good.
Well, the smell then probably wouldn't bother me, but, like, the texture itself, man, I hate it. I really do. I went to the hospital last week to do more sleep study stuff, and I walk in, you know, I had the mask on and all that kind of stuff. Shut up. And they're like taking my temperature and all that kind of stuff, and she held up the hand sanitizer, was like, "Do you mind doing this?" And I was like, "I'd rather not." And like, she was cool about it. She was like, "No, that's fine." But like, she hesitated and was like,
she probably doesn't get that response.
Right. Like, why would you not use hand sanitizer, you know? But so it's always awkward for me.
Kudos to her, though.
Yeah, she was professional
for the way
about
that she did it.
Yeah. Yeah, she definitely, there was a small hesitation, and then she was like, "Oh, no, it's fine. It's just it's optional." And I'm like, "That's cool, but like I didn't say anything, but I was just like, "No." But I always get a weird look when I say that. When people are like, "Yeah, you want some hand sanitizer?" Like, "No." They're like, "Do you prefer to be dirty?" Like, what's going on?
Dirtball.
Right. So that's definitely an interesting one. You don't have anything like texture, smell-wise, anything like that you hate?
No, I mean, it's not... I mean, I don't like fruit.
But doesn't fruit... Aren't you like halfway allergic to fruit or something?
No, I'm not even allergic to it. I just I've never liked it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like I don't like any fruit. I mean, I can bear an apple. Like if you give me an apple slice,
right,
I could probably eat it. I won't enjoy it, but I could eat it. And then I can bite into an orange and eat like the juice out of it or drink the juice out of it. But other than that, dude, I hate fruit.
Really? That's weird.
Yep. Been like that since I was a kid.
Justin, do you have any that we didn't cover? I know we had one or two from you last week.
Probably, but they all have to do with cars, and it's just...
Okay.
Yeah.
I get you. All right. So, like I said, Jackie and Emily both sent some in. Jackie said... immediately she's like, "I don't know why I didn't send this in, but she sleeps with her head under her pillow every night."
I hope that you sleep on your side.
Yeah, I mean, it's easy
I
to
sleep
suffocate.
on my back with my head over my pillow.
Right. Yeah, I know. Your head over your pillow.
My
that's normal.
pillow over my head.
Yeah.
Shut up, Adam.
It's definitely interesting. Like I didn't even think of that, but she's got to sleep on her side. Maybe your stomach.
I feel like we gotta dive a little bit more into that.
Yeah, I should have.
Does she have siblings?
Couldn't tell you. I think so.
See, we gotta find out if she has siblings, and if they were loud, because then maybe she was like, you know, the youngest one, and like had to go to bed the earliest.
Right.
She's like, God, they're so loud, and she just
got
accustomed to sleeping with a pillow over her head.
See, that's the thing. I never asked like why people do these things. Except this last one, I definitely did because it's so intriguing, and we'll get to that. But yeah, I didn't ask if she sleeps on her side or her stomach or her back, I guess. But it's got to be side. I wouldn't think you would sleep on your stomach with no pillow under you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know.
It's interesting.
Could be. I can't have my bones touch when I sleep.
What do you mean?
Gotta
like
have
my
a
knee
pillow.
touching my knee, or my
my
ankle touching my ankle.
Yeah, I definitely put the blanket between my legs
Yes.
and stuff if I'm sleeping on my side. Yeah.
Or anybody else's, like Danielle, like if she cuddles and shit, like I can't, if she puts her leg over me, like her shin will hit my shin, or like something will hit my shin, and I can't do it.
That's fair. She also said, like if she's watching TV, anytime like an announcer or something like that says, "We'll be back in 3 minutes" or something, she has to time it.
Does she really?
Yeah.
I could see that.
It's kind of cool because it does make me feel better because they do that on like Sports Center sometimes, but they'll do the countdown on the bottom, and they'll be like back in 2 minutes, and it'll show it like 2 minutes and it counting down. I'm like, I kind of like that.
True.
But yeah, she gets her phone out or whatever. Maybe she has a stopwatch in her pocket every time she's watching TV. But
I look at it this way: like if you have like clock and you look at the clock, it's like time almost goes slower.
Yeah.
Even though obviously it doesn't.
Right.
But when you're not looking at it and not paying attention at it, it can go by faster. But I don't know.
Speaking of that, I actually, you know, we've all said it like at work or something like this day's dragging. You know, dragging like fire. You know, it's taken forever, or this day has went by really fast, like all that kind of stuff. And my response, like when anybody says that to me and we're at work, I'm like, time doesn't change. So like I try to manifest it going fast all the time. Because it clearly seems like it's going slower or faster at some points. But I'm like, it's all been the same time, obviously. That's how it works.
You can't be making that one so scientific.
Well,
you just suck the fun out of it, Adam.
No, well, I do. That's a fact. That's what I do. That's what I'm good at. That's why I'm here. That's why I brought you in, for some energy.
Good.
I'm here for the knowledge, and you're just here for...
You suck the fun out, I'll pump it back out.
Okay. I like it. We're basically a shop vac.
Wouldn't it be like a broken one if we're like that? Like,
No,
you suck it out and it's just immediately going back out? That shit's broken.
Well, no, you turn it on and off.
Well, no shit. You would turn the broken one on and off,
no,
too.
I stuck it in, and then we just flip the switch.
Oh, yeah, I bet you do. I bet you do.
I said that for a reason.
Fucking
and
stepped into that one.
You know, I'm just trying to tell you guys something that...
hey, well, we've known it for a while.
And you heard it here first on the Average AF podcast.
Yeah. My partner's not willing to come out yet, so I'll leave his
Jerry,
name out
where
of it.
you at?
What's that?
Jerry, where you at?
Okay, so we got to cut that out. I'll make a note at like the 30-minute mark-ish.
Gotcha.
That I got to cut your audio off because you're not supposed to know that. But
everybody knows.
The secret's out.
Yeah, secret is out.
Oh, shoot.
Well, let's move on past that. What's up, guys? A little break in the action here to shout out our Patreon producers and our small business sponsor.
Holla, holla, holla.
The producers, you threw me off. Threw me off. The producers, we got 7 of them. Again, I'm going to try off the top of my head. We got Barili, Sarah, Tom, Steve, Taylor, Teach a Dummy Podcast, and Nate.
Booyah.
Yeah, son.
7 for 7.
Yep.
Look at that.
I've only been saying it for like 2 months and just can't fucking remember.
Practice.
But yeah, shout out to them for being a Patreon producer.
Thank you for your support.
Yeah, thank you guys so much.
All 7 of you.
Yes. Well, technically there's 8 of them.
You just named 7.
I know.
That's
Think
7.
about it. Think about it.
Oh my gosh.
We're
thanking them individually.
Yeah.
Though.
Yeah,
So
there's still
not
8 of them.
including them with this 7. Thank you, 7 that we just mentioned. Thank you, 7 that we just mentioned.
Yeah,
we appreciate your support. All 7 producers that were just mentioned in that advertisement.
Yeah, but there's 8
and
people. There's 8 people.
Yes, there's 8. The 7 names that were mentioned.
Yeah, but there's 8 bodies.
And 7 names.
Sorry.
7 names.
7 names, 8 people.
7 names.
Okay. Anyway, thank you guys for being on the
Sorry for the debacle.
I like it.
I can't stand you sometimes.
Yes. Great ad read. Thank you to our Patreon producers. And then, thank you to Brubaker Photography.
BRUBAKER.
Yep.
Photography.
And what's their Facebook URL?
Brubaker Photography 1.
Perfect.
Booyah.
Definitely check them out on Facebook, like their page, follow them, share them. Yeah,
everything.
All that kind of stuff. Invite all your friends to their page.
Yes.
They're just trying to spread some positivity in this fucking crazy ass time. So
yes,
shout out to them for supporting us. They were our first small business sponsor. Hopefully we can add more soon.
and since they support us, we support you, and you support them as well.
Yes.
All of you. Thank you.
Definitely check them out on Facebook.com/BrewbakerPhotography1.
Yes.
Say it. Say it.
What?
Say it.
Say what?
Say it.
Say what?
The thing you said last week.
What? I don't forget what I said.
We gotta go back.
I'm really sure.
We gotta go back to the episode. Do you remember what I said?
No, I don't remember what I said.
Back to the action. Emily, also from the Greener Grass podcast, she said, here's my weird quirk. If I see something with any kind of texture or bumpy, smooth, furry, etc., I have to touch it. And to take it a little further, if I see letters that are raised on a shirt or a surface somewhere, I have to trace the letters. And after I'm done tracing the letters, I have to, quote unquote, erase it with my hand. So she's probably got to like.
Emily, let me just start by saying I would never, ever go clothes shopping with you. Ever.
Clothes shopping?
Ever.
Oh, yeah.
Hell no. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I don't know you. But I would never go clothes shopping with you, and I feel bad for anybody that would.
That's a valid point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, you may be a cool person, and I'm not trying to judge you based on your quirk, but damn,
Yeah.
that's a rough one.
That is definitely
That's
rough.
insane. I really want to know what the reason behind that
I wonder
is.
if it's 100%. Like, I wonder if it's every single time. Or if she can just, like, kind of glance and see something and be able to walk by.
Right.
But
Oh, man.
yeah, that I
Like
didn't even
something
think
that
of
just
that.
catches the eye.
I didn't even think of that. See,
Yeah, that would be the worst.
man,
Oh,
jeez. Okay.
yeah.
Oh,
I
This-
really want to know. I want to know some more behind that
yeah,
one.
yeah.
Maybe she wants to be a teacher.
How? What?
I don't know. Chalkboard. That's all I could think of.
Erasing.
You write shit on a chalkboard?
Why
and
didn't
erase
you
it
think
off?
of like Braille or something?
The hell if I know?
Are
'Cause
you
I'm
not blind?
Look at that. That shit couldn't have happened more perfect.
Yeah, I know. So you should leave, please.
All
But
Peace.
Next one. This one I think is a little more common. I don't know if like this is definitely a quirk. Again, it kind of depends on how often it is. If it's 100% of the time, it's a little quirk.
Okay.
If it's not 100% of the time, I think it's pretty. I don't want to say standard, but a lot of people do it. Amanda or Mandy said, I never leave straw wrappers unfolded if I'm out to dinner. I either roll them in a ball or fold them. I can't leave them with the straw out of the wrapper and flat. So, like I said, like if she does it 100% of the time, like, sure.
Yeah.
But I feel like most of the time I would ball it up.
Yeah.
Especially if it's out on like a dinner table, like at a restaurant. You got to kind of ball it up and get it out of the way.
See, I usually don't ball it up though. I
Okay.
usually put it like on an appetizer plate or something.
Okay. Yeah.
But the crazy thing is, fucking servers love me and Danielle when we go out because we both worked in restaurant businesses
Yep,
before.
Stack them all up.
Dude, so we stack everything up and put it at the end of the table,
Mhm.
like every time.
Yep.
Every time. So I don't personally roll that shit up because I just put it on something to,
Right.
I don't know.
But what do you do with it between the time of you getting your drink and you taking a drink and getting your food and stuff? Because usually there's a gap there. Do you just leave it out?
I usually just leave it out.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Like take it out and just toss
See,
it.
I just fidget with stuff, so I think that's probably why I do it. I got to do something with my hands pretty much all the time. But that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why you guys can't see underneath the table.
Jesus.
Hey, can you make a note that we're gonna edit that out too?
We ain't editing shit.
No, we don't edit anything.
Nothing.
I just, lose a lot of
Let
friends.
the world know your secret right there. It's all right.
Patty Light, who's been on the podcast before, he said, which again I don't know, but I feel like this is more common than it's not more common than not, but it's relatively common. But he said he's got lip piercings, like 2 lip piercings. He says, I bite my piercings to the point it's worn a good chunk of my teeth away, but it helps me think and cope with anxiety, so it is what it is.
Oh, I think a lot of people do that.
Yeah, I don't know if they get to the point to where you're taking chunks out of your teeth, though.
People that have their tongue pierced, though, will mess with the back of their teeth. And I don't know if it's taking, like, chunks and shit out, but I know it'll, like, mess or, like, at least chip it.
Right.
So I think a lot of people that have anything in their mouth will fidget with it.
Right. So, yeah, I think that one's relatively common. It's not like something everybody does. But if it's there and you have high anxiety, that's probably a relatively common kind of tick that people do. And then we got 2 more.
Bring them.
Again, I think this one is these the last 2, so Mandy and Patrick, and this one from Tina. I feel like these are all kind of a little more common than I don't want to say more common than not, but they're not unheard of, I guess.
Okay.
And these are all the ones that I forgot to read last week, so sorry guys.
Failure.
Tina says, I put my groceries together at the checkout, like all meats together, all goods together, all box stuff together.
Hell no.
No?
I don't.
No?
Nope. I don't even put shit that needs to go into the freezer together.
Yeah.
I just put whatever the hell I have right there.
Yeah, I don't.
But
I just feel like I don't know if it's just how like I shop and stuff, but the way I put stuff in the cart, you know, I'm generally in the meat section or whatever and put meat, you know, in the cart and in my mouth and whatever, and then you know, like the box stuff, you know, I grab all that kind of together and things like that. So when I unload it at the checkout, it's all relatively together. Now, I will say I don't consciously think like, oh, well, this has to go with this and stuff. Yeah. But it generally kind of like comes out.
Habit.
Yeah, it generally kind of comes out in that same way.
See, but I'm all over the place when I shop too. Like, I'm horrible. I'll go in with a list, and I usually it never fails to get more than what's on my list.
Yeah.
But then, like, I'll be walking down and, like, usually go aisle by aisle by aisle by aisle, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then I'll get, like, near the end and be like, oh, shit, I forgot this.
Right.
Or, oh, wait, I got this. I need this to go with that, and, like, have to go down that way. And then I see something else that I want, and I'm like, oh, let me get that. And I'm like, oh, shit, there's 50% off Halloween candy, and...
See, I'm 100% the opposite because I do not want to shop. Like, one of my... It's like, it's a borderline pet peeve is, like, grocery shopping.
Really?
Like, I hate it so much.
What about it, though, do you hate?
I don't know if it's just being in public. I don't know if it's spending all that money. Probably not, because I spend that much money on dumber shit all the time. Don't look at my shoes.
Right. It's all I was thinking right here, too. Is
well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think it's the money or whatever, but I don't know, man. I just absolutely hate it.
Yeah.
And actually, it might be because I was drugged with my mom so much to go to the grocery store.
I guess that could make sense.
And she shops for hours, and I hate it.
Yeah.
So that's probably why I hate it.
Like it was a day of shopping?
Like, I mean, if we went to the grocery store, we were there for an hour and a half.
Damn.
And I'm like, that is way too long. I got 20 minutes at most. and then eventually I'm just like, all right, well, what I have is what I have. Like, I'll get the rest tomorrow.
I think it all varies, too, on where you go. Because I've got a Sam's Club membership, too. So when I go there, I just want to, like, walk around and see what they have. Because they've got so much shit there at Sam's Club.
I don't know. I just hate it, man. I absolutely hate grocery shopping.
I got you. I like it.
You're lucky.
Well, because if I go, I'm getting what I want.
Yeah, and I mean, that's a benefit, too. But, like, I'm just such a chill guy. Like, even when I was with my mom, I'm like 12 or 13 or whatever, or younger, and she's like, what do you want? And I'm like, I don't know. Just whatever. Fucking food. Just get it. Like,
something.
Get it and let's go. Like, I'm trying to leave.
I don't care.
Yeah, like, I don't care. Feed me.
Get it and go.
Feed me whatever.
Get it and go.
It's different for, like, I used to work at Kroger.
Right.
And that was, so everything had to be, like, meats and everything had to go in one bag, and you had to keep everything separate. Anymore, nobody cares. And nobody knows how to keep everything separate.
Everybody goes to self-checkout also.
And that, yeah.
Yep.
But that was still like burned into my brain.
Right.
That was 4 years at Kroger. So that sucks.
Yeah, grocery shopping is like one of my pet peeves.
Agreed.
So this next one, this is the last one of the. I'm
gonna eat my Kit Kat.
That's fine because I got a lot to read.
Perfect.
So this one, basically, this is from our friend Kara, me and Justin's friend, Kara, and it's a little more than a quirk actually. So it's like the opposite of what the last couple that we've been reading are, and it's a little more than that. And she's basically said that she doesn't really share this with many people. So I was like, okay, well, do you want to keep this anonymous or whatever? And she's like, no, let's put it out. And it was so intriguing to me that I asked her a couple questions and stuff. But I think we're going to try to have her on in the next couple weeks.
All right.
Just to kind of dig into, not necessarily this, but I'm sure it'll come up, but just kind of different things like this and living with like super high anxiety and just, you know.
Hell yeah. Oh,
kind of a mental health episode, more or less.
Yeah, I'm
Dude,
cool with
it's
that.
a blast.
Yeah. Yeah, we did that with Justin, too.
Yeah.
The mental health?
Yeah. Yeah. Because Justin, for people who don't know, has seizures. What kind of seizures are they?
Grand Mall.
Grand mal? Okay. Sounds like grandma seizures.
That's what I was about to say, like grandma, grandpa? Grandma?
I thought you were a dude. Like
tonic clonic is what they're called now.
Tonic clonic? I like that.
Yeah.
that sounds way better.
Sounds better than...
Sounds like an alcohol.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, dude. Just say your tonic chronic. Tonic chronic. Tonic chronic.
Yeah.
Tonic clonic.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know.
But yeah,
Jump on it.
So I'm excited to have her on. She's the one that like I was like, hey, can you come on? I believe it's like the 11th, which is 2 weeks from today, I think, or no, the 1st. Sorry, and she was like, yeah, we can do that, and then like we kept talking. So like,
you forgot to confirm it.
Like she said she could do it, but it was kind of also in passing. So like, you know, I'll follow up with her, but I think she's gonna come on relatively soon. And we're gonna dive into this, but she basically told me she has a whole routine that she has to do before she can go to bed.
Oh shoot!
Now this routine in high school took her roughly an hour and a half to 2 hours before bed each night.
Damn.
And if she messes it up, she's got to start it over.
Damn.
Yeah. Now as an adult,
Is there any checkpoints in this?
No saves. You got to
go.
go.
Saves?
Yeah. And I believe, Justin, did you say you've seen it?
I don't know if I've seen the full thing. I don't think I've seen the full thing.
Okay.
Like, I've been...
Like bits and pieces?
Told about it in passing.
Right. Okay. Well...
Like, okay, I got to leave early. I got to go start my routine.
Right. Okay. So...
That's crazy.
And I'm going to basically read this word for word. It's a lot here, so I'm going to kind of skip around a little bit, but...
So you're going to read it word for word?
It's going to be word for word, but I'm going to, you know, stuff that's not worth it. Not, whatever. Fuck off. God damn, I hate you.
I love it.
Please keep coming back.
Absolutely.
So she said, so I basically have to start in my kitchen before I go to bed. I touch every oven burner 5 times each, starting from the back, left, right, and then up, just to make sure they aren't hot, and I have to unplug every visible plug. I then step by the light and have to scan my eyes back and forth between each of the oven knobs 5 times each to make sure they say that they're off. And that's just the kitchen. If any of that doesn't feel right the first time, I have to start over. I leave everything in my spare room unplugged so I don't have to worry about touching plugs in there. And then I move to the bedroom and have to touch each plug 25 times. I think she means outlets. 25 times to make sure it's not loose or wiggly or feels off. Which they all feel off the first time through. even if they aren't, my mind makes me feel like it isn't right. So in the bedroom where I sleep, I usually touch each plug at least 50 times. If I'm interrupted during this routine with a phone call, a dog bark, whatever, something that kind of gets her off of counting or something like that, I have to go back to the kitchen and start over. Yeah. And then she said if I'm lucky, I can get it done in 20 minutes. When I was younger, it was at least an hour and a half to 2 hours. I live in a smaller house now, so that helps. Older homes scare me a lot when it comes to that. My old house, I would have to go through every room, and it was so big and so many loose plugs, and it would take me forever. And then she kind of goes on a little more. I ask her a couple more questions, but right off the bat, what do you think of that? It's basically an OCD type thing.
I think I'm not a doctor.
Okay.
I'm definitely not a doctor in any type of medical field whatsoever. But that sounds like straight OCD. And there's just because of, first off, the numbers.
Mm-hmm.
They're all increments of 5. 5, 25, and 50.
Right.
And you're also, you can tell that she's really got anxiety because they're all safety precautions.
Right.
Especially starting with the burners because you don't want the house to burn down, and then you're looking at the plugs just to make sure there's no fault with the plugs being plugged in.
Right.
So it's definitely, I think, OCD and high anxiety.
Right. And I asked her about that.
And there's nothing wrong with that at all.
Right.
I'm not here to judge whatsoever.
Right. Yeah, we're in it, and I told her that
I deal with me personally. I don't have it, but I deal with it.
Right. And that's what I told her. I said, we're not judging people's kind of quirks. We're just kind of talking about them, just to say everybody's a little different, and we all got kind of something going on. And she chose to share that with me. She
Kudos to you.
Yeah, she definitely didn't have to. I didn't text her and was like, "Hey, you got any weird things you do?"
Text me now.
Yeah, so she shared that with me, and she said that we can say it on the episode and things like that, and it's a little kind of personal, obviously, for her, and not many people know, but
that's awesome to share that, and also that you've gotten it down from damn near 2 hours to 20 minutes.
Right.
That's impressive.
Yes. Very, very, very impressive on that one.
So yeah. What's that?
The brain is wild.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So I asked her, I kind of had the same thought process that you did as far as like safety precautions and things like that. Actually, before I even asked her, she said it's fear of fire or fear of dying of fire at night. She's like, maybe a past life. That's how I died, but who knows?
That's insane too. That you had that now because now you got a phobia included with it. So you've got like your a phobia, your OCD, your anxiety levels.
Right.
Shit.
So let me. I know I asked her other things. Let me see. She said usually it's every room, but if she's not using that room, she leaves things unplugged so she doesn't have to do it. But it's mainly just her kitchen and bedroom. And then I asked her, I said, so does everything have to be unplugged when you're sleeping, or is it okay since you check the outlet? And she said, I try to unplug everything that isn't necessary to be plugged in, but a lot seem necessary to me. So I still have to touch them. But basically, so she has to check it. If it feels good, it's fine. And then
that's crazy.
Yeah. And then I asked her too, I said, how soon do you have to do this before you can go to sleep? I said, can you do this at like 7 p.m. and still go to bed at 11? And she said I have to do it right before bed. If I were to do it at 7, I'd have to redo it at 11 before I go to bed.
Okay. Yeah. So just like right before you go lay down.
Yep.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's super crazy.
Right.
Oh. I mean, I think there's a lot with that.
Right. And it could be way worse. I mean,
it could
be. it's something that seems to be managed to the best way that it can be.
Right.
And I don't know. I guess we can dive into this if she does come on. I don't know if this has affected, sleepovers maybe when she was younger.
Oh, I bet it has.
Maybe she couldn't sleep over at other people's houses.
Dude, there's so much that you can dive into with that one.
Right.
Because that was the first thing I was thinking too. Like, what if you were at somebody like a hotel?
Right.
I mean, I guess it's not as severe as we would think it is. I think it's something you could do at somebody else's house, but I don't think they'd want you unplugging their shit.
Right. Oh, actually, I think I did ask about it. Being at other people's houses, I gotta find it, but she said something along the lines of like, I try to do it before, like without them seeing me or something like that.
Really?
Yeah. Let me see if I can find that real quick. But yeah, I told her, I said, I think this would be a cool thing to go over as kind of like a preview
yeah,
for an episode if she's on, so people can kind of get a feel of what's going on, and then like, obviously we'll dive into it a little more.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I'm so down.
Right.
Yeah, we should hold our questions off for her.
Right.
Word.
Let me see.
Don't.
Sorry.
Nah.
Yeah, I don't know. I was trying to find. Let me see. Yeah, we had a long conversation about it. I can't find it, but
That's cute.
basically, I was fascinated by it, like in a good way. In a kind of a trying to learn way and things like that. So. Yeah, I think it'd be awesome if she comes on and we talk about it.
I'm down.
But yeah, those are the weird quirks that our fans and us and all that we share. I think those are awesome.
Right.
I think all of them are pretty cool and pretty unique to everybody, and that's the great part of it.
It's fun. I think it's fun to deep dive into people.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah. In definitely in a non-judgmental way. You know what I mean? In just a curiosity type way.
Oh, yeah.
So, I'm going to end the episode on something.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah. So, this isn't what I was going to say, but...
that you are going to the haunted prison on Saturday?
No. Nope. I'll tell everybody I'm a straight bitch when it comes to that stuff.
Do it for the kids.
Yeah, I'm not going with your 11-year-old that can handle that in Carolina Reapers.
First off, she was a thing. She volunteered for the Scary Trail in Ontario.
Yeah.
And she said she went through it and was like scared.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I said, listen, do you understand that this haunted prison is probably about 50 times scarier than your Scary Trail that you guys had going on?
Right.
She's like, what? I said, yeah. I said, it's definitely going to be scarier. Yeah. She's like, well, we can still go.
I've went through one haunted whatever the fuck it was.
Mm-hmm.
Not my thing.
Pussy.
Straight up. That's fine. That is the one thing that I basically won't do is like haunted houses.
Be all right.
I'll pee myself. I'll probably shit myself.
Ain't nothing a change of pants camp. You can bring a change of pants. We'll be all right.
Will you buy me an adult diaper?
Absolutely. Depends, baby.
Real dependable. But no, the last like month or so, I've actually had sleep paralysis really bad.
Really?
You know what that is? Where like you feel stuck basically.
Yeah.
So it was definitely interesting, and I honestly I wasn't gonna bring this up because like I don't really know much about it and things like that. But I was specifically asked to talk about it.
Okay.
So before we end with the banger that I have as far as the question, I wanted to talk about this because it's definitely weird and it's definitely fucking freaky, man. Have you ever had anything like that?
I have not.
Dude,
you're gonna have to explain.
Do you know what sleep paralysis is?
No.
So sleep paralysis is basically when you're kind of like half awake and half asleep, more or less, but it's like your mind and your eyes are awake, but your body's not awake.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that. So like you can't move, but in a lot of times it's associated with like evil things. Like a lot of people will see like figures in the corner of their bedroom and things like that.
Shadow man.
Yeah, but you can't move, so you feel like you're being held down by something.
Like possessed or almost.
Yeah. So that's been happening to me quite a bit in the last, probably month and a half. It's happened, I think, 4 or 5 times.
Really?
Which is quite a bit, like basically once a week. And I just thought it was interesting this last time because, like, when you do it, like I said, you're like half awake, half asleep. Like you don't know what's going on. Like you're aware, but you're not. And it's really weird. And I have a fan in my room that's like one of the skinny fans that are like tall.
Okay.
And it just kind of like turns and
does
stuff.
Does a little rotate?
Yeah. Well, right next to that, there was a tall black figure. And, and I'm laying there staring at it. And I can't move. I feel like, I'm being held down. Mm-hmm. And it's basically you're like immediately in a horror movie. Like,
dude,
and there's nothing you can do. And again, like you're
fuck that,
dude, it sucked. And again, you're like aware, but you're not aware. So, and it was so funny to me though, after like I got out of it and like recapped it later, like the next day after I thought back of what happened. This had never happened in any of the other times, but this last time, because I've been getting so pissed about it, like kind of by myself, because it'll happen, and then you'll fully wake up, and I can't fucking go back to sleep after that. So I sit in bed for like 2 hours. Yeah, and I've just been getting pissed about it, and like, what the fuck's going on, and all this kind of stuff. And like I said, like you're half asleep, so you're like kind of controlling yourself, but you're not, and like you can't move. And I don't know if this actually happened, but I felt like I did. So I'm laying there on my back, my hands are to my side, right? And I was so over it, like I was actually pissed that I felt like I did this. If not like, my brain was doing it or whatever, like I struggled and like lifted my arms up and like flipped this figure off with both my hands. I was like, fuck you. Like, dude, and then the next day, like, it made me laugh so hard.
I was really thinking that you were going to say, like, broke free from his grasp and beat the shit out of him.
No.
No.
But, like, you can't move that much. But, like, it feels like you're being pinned down.
Right.
And I was, like lifting my hands up and flipping him off.
That's crazy.
And that's the last thing I remember. Like, I was
You got him back.
I was so mad at this figure.
Did you feel better?
After I thought about it, yeah.
Yeah.
But no, like, after that, like, it kind of goes hazy, and then you wake up, and like I said, it feels like you're in a fucking horror movie.
That's crazy.
So I just didn't, I didn't go back to sleep.
Right.
Like, it was like 3 a.m., and then it ended up being like 5, and I fell asleep for another like hour and a half, and then I woke up and went to work or like whatever.
Went to the computer.
Right. But yeah, like it was so weird. And like I said, normally I wouldn't talk about this because I don't have much info on it. I don't know what causes it. Some people have said like it's too much stress, like you're under too much stress.
Right.
And I do my best to not be stressed out and things like that, but that's very possible. But yeah, it was just interesting, man. And then, like I said, this last time, my reaction was to fucking flip this thing off. Yeah.
That sounds like an appropriate response from you.
Yeah.
I can see it, too.
Yeah. I was like, fuck you, dude.
Right.
So it was definitely interesting.
Well, congrats on getting him back.
Thank you. I hope he hasn't came back yet. Maybe.
Fuck him.
Yeah, maybe he's like, whoa, like, this guy can lift his arms.
Ooh,
like,
he broke free.
That's too much, going Super Saiyan and
on
shit.
To the next one.
Yeah. So the last thing I want to end on, because, and this is goofy as fuck, so like we're changing vibes real quick.
Okay.
But it ties into these quirks, okay?
Perfect.
And this is weird, and I could be saying the phrase wrong. Like, I don't know if it's me fucking this up or
Probably.
what. But I'm going to wait till you're done drinking. Because, like, why? And again, I could be wrong here, but I think this is the phrase. Why do people say, like, you're being anal about stuff? Don't they say that, like, like you're
don't
being
be anal about it.
Yeah.
Because your asshole's real tight.
Is that where it comes from?
Don't be anal about it.
Are you just saying that though?
No.
But like why that word?
Stop being
I
such
think
a
it's
tight
because
ass.
it means something else.
I guess.
I think it has a different meaning than just ass.
What else could anal mean?
Oh fuck! Hold on. I didn't want to use it the whole entire episode. Let's see.
Yeah, go ahead and Google that. Put that on your search history. Like,
I will. My search history's so fucked up anyway.
It's all over mine. So
right.
I don't even care.
Oh man. But yeah, like I don't think. Like why would they use that word? Like you could say so many other things.
I mean,
and I get your point about being an asshole or being a tight ass or something like that. But like, just say tight ass.
Right.
Don't say anal. You know what I mean? Like, isn't that weird? And that's what I'm saying. Like, have I been hearing this phrase wrong like my whole life? Like this, but all these quirks and stuff made me think of that. Like, why is it called being anal about stuff?
I don't know.
It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't. I've never looked at it that way.
It's weird.
It is really weird.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure I'm not the only one.
No, I've never looked at it that way.
But that's the word, right? That's the phrase, like being anal about stuff.
Yeah, like don't be so anal about it.
Yeah. But like,
I don't know.
because I think I wanted to say it in like we have meetings all the time at work and they're fun. They're like laid back, so you can say kind of whatever you want. But like I almost joked with somebody like, "Oh, don't be so anal about it," but I didn't because I was like, "Am I really about to say anal like in a corporate meeting?" You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It's just I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never thought of it like that.
It's weird.
I've said it before.
Yeah.
I've used it.
Yeah.
But I've never thought of it.
Yeah. So listeners, if we're dumb, if we're dumb, or if there's an alternate meaning, or if it's been explained, or even if you don't know what it means but you have a guess, let us know.
Learns us.
Yeah, learns us.
We need learns.
Educate us.
Educate us.
Yeah. So we wanted to get the learned, and
you don't have to be anal about it, but just let us know.
It's just not Urban Dictionary.
Yeah, not Urban Dictionary. No pictures, please.
Fuck that.
If you're gonna do pictures, just do a video. Come on, go all in.
Right.
Unless this is nice asshole.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. Video. But I'm sorry, Mom, if you're listening. But
oh God.
All right. On that note,
I haven't met your mom, so I don't know.
All right. Well, on that note, we are gonna end the episode because I don't think it can get much better or worse depending on how you feel about this last topic.
Right.
But yeah, thank you guys for checking out episode 65.
We appreciate it.
Yeah. If you've held on this long, you're a true fan. So thank you. But yeah, as always, averagefpodcast.com. Check out the merch. Check out the Patreon. The Patreon gets even a little more weird than this.
Yes.
Because it's behind a paywall. So like my boss can't see it unless she's paying me more money, I guess. I don't
Rock
know.
on if she is.
Yeah, if she is, like, I'll probably need a new job soon.
Right.
But yeah, so thank you guys for checking out
Appreciate
episode
it. Thank
65. And have a good night.
Until next week. Peace.